It's Kwilyt on the high side, taking it back, and here comes Ernie Irvin on the rim ride. Irvin in the yellow number 4. Oh, it's sideways. Gets it? No, he does not. He's in the wall. Hard.
He stays up on the outside.
He's getting on the outside, going in there outside of Davey. He's up in the higher groove.
Did they touch a little bit, he and Davey, maybe?
They did right there. And he makes one correction and gets it back.
Looks like to get together.
Now it's going to go the other way.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a blown right front tire.
Wow.
That's exactly what it was. And
just about the worst place, too, right as you load it up going into turn 1. And normally, Casey would be one of those guys that's running the high line. He would have been about 2 feet off the wall because that's where he runs. But the groove has yet to move. Still the same place. Bad luck for Casey.
Kane climbed from the car. He is okay.
Yeah, he has definitely smacked that wall hard.
He just bad loose in the middle of 3 and 4, overcorrected, and it just went straight to the wall.
Larry Mack, what are you supposed to do when you get one in a situation like that?
Keep turning it left, lock it down, let it spin, come in and get 4 more Goodyear tires.
And here's a driver who is trying to make his Nationwide Series debut tomorrow. And it looks like the primary car will have to go back into the truck, and they'll have to bring out the secondary.
Mix it up with Earnhardt in practice, and I used to tell him, don't mess with him. You know, that's like poking a stick out of a rattlesnake. You're going to get bit.
So pretty much most of the time, when we roll off pit road for practice, just let Dale go. And then this one weekend, we were at Michigan, had an amazing car, such a fast car. And Ray said to me, stay away from Dale. And I remember vividly him saying that. I'm like, no problem. Dale goes by, I let him get out there good ways, and I take off. And I don't know if he was slowing down for me or what, but I was running some really good laps and I started catching him. And I'm like, I'm catching him so fast that I'm not gonna have any problem passing him. I'm just gonna blow right by him. So I get underneath him, going down the back straightaway. Now he's drag racing me. I'm like, great. No problem, my car is so good, I'm just gonna dive into this corner and I'll clear him. I drove down in there, so did he. He drove in there as hard as he possibly could on my door, and boom, sucked me around, boom, my back in the wall. Hard hit, too. It was a really hard hit because we were hauling ass. Those were the most frustrating times that I had with Dale. Moments like that at the track were ones that just pissed me off, and Dale was probably grinning.
Let's go on and spin out right there.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hard. We just so many times, once that car is out there, you're not going to save that at this speed, and you'd be better off just trying to stand in the gas, turn it left.
Loose a little bit on that contact and hard into the wall is Cole Custer.
Same situation. He got loose underneath Brett Moffitt.
Wow.
You got fire coming out the back here.
That was a big hit. Watch this 0-0. Get underneath the 11 and just gets loose.
Yeah, the 11's just going by him, and it looks like the 0-0 is kind of chasing his truck up the racetrack a little bit. He gets so close to the 11, and they make a little bit of contact, and man, hard into the safer barrier for Cole Custer.
Well, thank goodness for the safer.
Good start by Haley, but not so much for Enfinger that was behind Haley.
Around goes Cody Coughlin in the 13.
Hang on, Cooper, hang on.
A big hit for Coughlin. How about riding along with Cody Coughlin? This is going to be a jarring ride.
Yeah, you're outside.
He's trying to move around and take advantage the best he could.
Back up front, Mark Martin has picked up where he left off before. One car spinning, the car number 41.
Johnny Benson, as a car takes a roll as it slid backwards, apparently the air just picked the back end of it up and around and rolling over. Here they come back to the start-finish line. Mark Martin will lead them through the start-finish line.
Caution being shown for the first time today. A violent crash out of turn 2. The young driver, Johnny Benson Jr., driving the car number 41, 30 years of age, from Grand Rapids, Michigan. A couple hours away from here, driving a Delco Remy Chevrolet. It's a car owned by Ernie Irvin. Here again is what happened.
Well, it looks like he might have been tagged by a car, Jared. There was a pack of cars running together, and then it gets backwards, and you see the spoiler sticking up there. The air gets under it and lifts the back end up, and then it just starts rolling over in the grassed area on the backstretch here at the Michigan International Speedway. Fortunately, it does not get over into that guardrail, but that's a pretty serious-looking crash because it lands on its wheels.
That was such a vicious, nasty sidewinder.
It was. It's never been on my roof before, and the scariest thing, it spooks you pretty bad. It's just really silent. When you go up in the air, seems like you can hear a pin fall, and just kept on rolling and bouncing over and over, and just pretty scary sight, but I was conscious the whole time. I remember every bump and bruise and every spark that flew, and the most special moment is it seemed like I had just finished flipping, and Kyle Petty was there to help me get out of my car. He must have stopped while I was rolling and ran down to me and helped me get out of my car and kept me calm and just made sure I was okay. And that's really special to me that NASCAR families can stick that way together even in the trying times.
Now, whether or not there's contact or not there, I don't know.
Oh, there's definitely contact.
Looks like there is.
Yeah.
Looks like they just touched. Maybe the rear tires touched. And Todd into the wall. Now watch Kenny Walsh in the 23 car. We got a good shot of him. The window net, as they said, is already down.
Look, he's coming out already. He's out the window.
The car's still moving. He's getting out of there.
Yeah, well, that thing's hot.
Getting away from there. Now Todd Bodine is out of his car.
Shot there.
Already in turn, and you can see the right front is destroyed. Therefore, he has no brakes. Almost like the throttle's even stuck.
It does look that way. Doesn't
you know, I'm not so sure that maybe he didn't hit the wall and daze himself and just stayed in the throttle. He's already had hard impact.
That was a hard lick.
Yeah, yes. Hard impact into that wall, and then this is just.
Boy, it sure looks like it's still accelerating.
Yeah, it does.
Practices are usually pretty quiet, but Saturday, August 20th was tragically different. At 8:40 in the morning, point contender Ernie Irvan experienced a horrible crash. After completing a 10-lap practice run, Ernie had decided to return to the pits. While coming through turn 2, where speeds average 170 miles an hour, an apparent cut tire sent Irvan violently into the wall. The crash would result in Ernie Irvan being airlifted to an Ypsilanti, Michigan hospital with severe head injuries, including a fractured skull, a swollen brain, as well as collapsed lungs. His prognosis for recovery was slim, but with the racing world silenced, his friends, fans, and fellow drivers kept Ernie Irvan foremost in their prayers, while Ernie Irvan fought the battle of his life.
Car in consecutive races was heavily damaged in qualifying at Michigan. This accident has left Californian Rick Baldwin unconscious and in critical condition in a Jackson, Michigan hospital. Rick has no broken bones but serious head injuries, and normally in these cases the extent cannot be determined until the swelling subsides.